Welcome to the Big Blue Offensive Podcast with Mike Trainer, Jay Jules, and John Depot.
And also Vin.
Hey, what's up, Giants fan? Welcome to the BBL-NYG Podcast. I am Mike. That is Jules. That is Vin. Guys, I guess we'll talk about some Giant news around the NFL news. Then we'll get into our games last week and our Super Bowl picks, and maybe we'll take a week off next week. But we did get some Giants news. A defensive coordinator we got from Titans again. Is this deja vu? Who do we get, guys? I'm honest. I have no idea. I looked a little bit into him, but I'm really like I have no idea who this guy is. I'm just hoping like Harbaugh knows what he's doing, which I assume he does.
Yeah, I mean that's literally all I'm gonna assume is that Harbaugh knows what he's doing. I'm assuming that he does because I get that, like, all right, fine, the Titans overall didn't have the players, didn't have this, didn't have, we're missing pieces. But how do you take a team that didn't have any success? The guy's 43. I'm trying to look up like his coaching history.
He only had Simmons.
He was with the Jets at one point in his career recently, and then the Titans. But then he was a passing game coordinator and defensive back coach for the Eagles in 2022. I just don't get it. I don't get.
If I can give you some context, I think he worked with Harbaugh at one point. Look on your list there, Jules. I think he worked with Harbaugh at one point.
Was he a defensive backs coach or some shit?
Yeah, I thought I read that he worked, like they know each other.
I'm trying to think where.
Yeah, you would think that. I think
And then supposedly the year to look at it was his first year in 2024. That was the year where he kind of was his most impressive, where he did like the most. He made the most.
He looked really good in 2024 after picking up for, I guess, Bowen, right?
Yeah, he was the first year after
1
Bowen.
year. Then he was whatever last year, and now he's a defense coordinator for the Giants under Harbaugh. I don't know, man.
It's a little weird. I would have rathered the DB passing guy from Denver, Leonard. I would have rathered him.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't go the Weaver route.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Miami.
He was the Baltimore Ravens defensive back coach in 2023.
Yeah, so I read it somewhere. I'm like, maybe Harbaugh sees something in this dude where he's like
up and comer.
Yeah, and you know what? If he does really well with this defense, let's just play the what if game. He does really well with his defense, being that he's a minority coordinator and he gets a head coaching job a year or two from now. That's two third-round comp picks right there. So maybe there's, I don't know. I just
have to do a hell of a job.
I mean, yeah.
Like I thought the DC was the most critical, more than the offensive coordinator. I just feel like the DC was real critical because I feel like we have a lot of talent that was just held back by lack of scheme and all that. I felt like Bowen wasn't I never felt good about Bowen. This one, we're still kind of like looking at it kind of side-eye. It's the first like Harbaugh, like serious. Well, first he let go of Carmen Brasillo, which kind of sucks because I liked him. And now the second move here, he's going with this guy, which we don't really know too much about.
Don't forget, he fired like the head of the cafeteria. So he's making a lot of these crazy moves. Right?
Well, the guy was there for like forever. But you know what? Yeah, they won 4 championships, but the last 15 is a lot of losing. So he can go. Abrams can go. Or did they fire him, or did they give him like a promotion and they were just like, you're not doing the work anymore? Isn't that what they did?
In other words, he got paid to take a step back.
Right. Pretty much. Like he's still like the head of scouting or whatever it is, of personnel. But
I think it's personnel.
You know what though? It all makes a lot of sense why the contract took as long as it did. Because Harbaugh wanted in writing. Like, I'm running the show. Like, however this works out, if it goes good, I get all the credit. If it goes bad, I get all the credit. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's kind of making a lot of sense to me where the puzzles are all fitting. Like, it took as long as it did because it wasn't so much like he was going to usurp Shane. We all kind of knew that Shane's a lame duck, and they're gonna give him a contract by draft time. it really was to take over everything. Like he was going after scouting, he's going after the cafeteria. This guy's literally changing everything. And a lot of people are like weird about it because again, change is uncomfortable, but don't we want this? Don't as fans like we want this functional organization to be functional? It sounds like he's bringing a lot of Baltimore guys with him. He's bringing a lot of Baltimore front office guys with him, and I'm for it. Like I'm gonna, we paid this guy 100 mil. He's supposedly our savior. You know, the expectation is gonna be there for year one. Like I feel kind of bad for him because I'm like, he's walking into a New York media and a New York fan market that is going to, if he starts off 0-2 or 1-3, God help him because I don't know how, so I'm hoping he gets some early success so people could get off his back. You know what I mean? That's what I want for Harbaugh. Like, just get some early success in September, October. So, where things are like, all right, Dart, didn't play so well this game. We'll get him again next week. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'm gonna ride with him. And I
They have
think you
the
guys too, right?
they have the
I mean,
quickest
listen, like
turnaround.
and like we said, that DC. All right, so he had a sensational, I guess, rookie campaign as a defensive coordinator in 2024, where they had the number 2 ranked pass defense. So there was some definite things there, but then last year they fell off the map. They were like middle of the pack for run defense. They were overall like in the high 20s. So what do you got? Is he a fluke, 1 year wonder, or is this really what's to come? Is that still what was left over from Vrabel's defense? You know what I mean? Because let's not forget, he was the one that got fired 2 years ago in Tennessee, and it was still the remaining portion of his team and his defense. So did he just step into something and made it work for a year? And then when, the GM came in, new changes, new signings, new this, it all fell apart on him? I don't know. I guess it remains to be seen. I mean, he's a young guy. He's in his 40s, so I don't know.
Guess we'll find out. What about the offensive coordinator? They're saying Todd Monken, if you don't get the Cleveland head coaching job, which I don't think he will. I think he becomes our offensive coordinator.
Where do you
Like,
think where do you
who
think
wants
Cleveland goes with that?
Probably probably
who
his
wants the
daddy.
Cleveland head coaching job?
There are people that want. There's only 32 of those jobs. There's definitely people that
No,
want.
you
Todd
hear what?
Monken probably wants the job.
No, I don't think so. Did you hear what they're making them do in Cleveland? They're making them write essays.
Essays, yeah.
Like it's all like this ridiculous like school shit. Like who wants to do that? Like just give me the goddamn job. It's probably gonna be Dion. He's gonna coach his son.
No
I
way.
mean, that's what it's setting
No
up to
way.
be. I'm telling you, it's just this is the NFL. Everything's just so stupid now and like scripted and everything's a soap opera. Why not? Why
True.
wouldn't it be?
True.
Why wouldn't Dion be the next head
It's
coach?
turning into the WWE, bro.
It really
Saying
is,
that for a
man.
couple of years now.
But listen, I'll take Todd Monken in a second for sure.
I'll take Monken. I like Monken. I like what he's done with the Ravens offense the last 3 years. I see similarities with Dart and Lamar. That running style quarterback. So Monken, it won't be, he's good with Harbaugh. Harbaugh's comfortable with him. I like what, it'll be a running offense. This is what I think that traditionally what I want to see the Giants become is a running offense, ground and pound that just, sprinkle in some passes where you can. I think
Yeah,
Monken
who
brings
wins
that.
like that anymore though?
Not many.
Oh wait,
San Fran likes the ground and pound with their
but
run.
what did you two guys say on this podcast
Here we
that
go.
how you gonna bet on Sammy D? Sammy D don't throw the ball. They're a running team, right?
Can't you wait to get that out till later?
I know we're talking about the Giants here.
All right. Just
He
Yeah,
can't
I
wait.
like Monken, but if Monken doesn't work, who are we going to next? I hear
I
Monken's
heard Charlie
gonna
White.
sign with us as soon as Cleveland tells him no. He's gonna sign with us. They said ASAP. So
I heard Charlie Weiss Jr. from Ole Miss. That's like a dark horse for offensive coordinator.
he worked with Dart, right?
With dark horse. Considering Weiss, if I'm not mistaken, stepped up when Kiffin left because
Right, he
the
did.
OC went with Kiffin. So he was like the backup to it. So he just had that, impressive run through the playoffs, but that's really all they had. Yeah, that's a real short time. They just step up and be an OC in the NFL just like that.
I know
Listen,
that.
maybe if
I don't
Ole Miss
like
would
it.
have went on the win or something, or would have played in that chip.
They had a good year though.
They did, but like I said, he was the head man in charge when Kiffin left. So anything that happened from then on,
Yeah, I mean it's a long shot.
impressive run in the playoffs, no doubt
Do you
about
guys
it.
know? On another note, do you guys know who what job did Kafka get with the Lions? He didn't get the OC.
No, he got like offensive specialist or some shit like that.
Yeah, and then like, oh, good for him. It's like he didn't get the OC job though. And
But
like
it's mostly like a high ranking job.
that's
Yeah,
what they keep saying.
It's
yeah,
That's what
that's
they
supposed to
what
keep
be
he
like
said.
saying.
right there. You know what I mean? Like
He has the easiest time in the NFL. He just keeps
dude.
making money every year.
It's a demotion. It's a demotion. I don't care how. And people were actually talking about
Wait.
we should keep
Nah,
Kafka
So wait, then
as a head coach.
That's crazy.
Dave will becoming the OC in Tennessee is a demotion.
100%.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
100%.
that's
I'm
right.
actually surprised he took that job. I'm surprised.
Yo,
Yeah,
he
but
didn't
it's a
want
good,
nothing
it's
to
a
do with Hurts.
good, it's a good launching pad because you have a strong candidate in an up and coming quarterback in Cam Ward, right? And if he just gets better, which he should progressively, right? He's got a good head on his shoulders. We all said that last year when he was, in between, the
He
whole
got better,
contract
Jules.
bullshit.
He got
And he
better
did get
as
better
the
as
season
this
went
year went on. So, like, if Dable could step in with him year 2 and all this kind of shit, and this guy gets even a little more, like a little better from there, dude, Dable's just made himself got himself
I'm surprised though he didn't go Philly.
because
Nobody wants Sirianni.
yeah, no one wants to deal with Sirianni. No one wants
And
to deal
Hurts.
with Hurts,
And
man.
Hurts, yeah.
Hurts stakes.
Yeah, nobody wants to deal with Hurts. No one wants to deal
AJ
with
Brown.
Brown.
The
An
drama,
aged
man.
Saquon Barkley. Could you imagine Barkley? Wait a minute. Barkley and Dable. There was a whole everybody blames everything on Joe Shane, but I didn't see Dable going to bat for Barkley. You know what I'm trying to say? So there's got to be a little animosity there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know
right.
what I mean? Like, how come that's not brought up?
So are we
didn't even think about that.
rooting for Dable? I asked this question
No.
about Barkley. I asked this question about Daniel Jones. I asked you guys about Dable. Are we rooting for Dable?
I mean,
Listen,
it's
I got
not.
nothing
It's not.
against him
Yeah,
personally.
it's nothing.
He tried, he
Nothing
failed.
crazy.
That's it.
If
He
you,
wasn't the
know,
right flavor for New York.
it's weird for me. If he went to the Eagles, I'd fucking hate
Then
him.
I probably hate
Right.
him.
Correct.
But
He
Correct.
went
though,
to the AFC.
you know,
When the fuck are we
But
going
I'm
to see
almost-
Tennessee?
He's also endorsed Dart to a lot of candidates for us. He's
yeah,
like
he
Dart
did the
is
right thing.
yeah, he did the right thing.
He
So
really stepped away the right way.
Yeah, he
Then
did.
Right.
that's fine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't hate on that kind of shit. But like I said, I don't know if I'm like overall rooting for him. It's like kind of like, all right, good luck.
you guys surprised about McCarthy to the Steelers?
That's hilarious.
It is pretty fucking funny. It is
That's
kind of
such a bad fucking move.
Yo, it's Tomlin, just another version of Tomlin.
That's
It's the
it.
same
Like,
thing.
it's so
the same
stupid,
thing.
man.
But wait, and then we're talk about history. Well, Aaron Rodgers is still technically the quarterback there.
Well, Rodgers supposedly wanted McCarthy. McCarthy supposedly wants Rodgers. I don't know. I thought these two hated each other.
Yeah, I thought
Somehow they want
I
each
thought
other.
McCarthy chased out of Green Bay. I thought that was
I don't understand it either. It sounds like it's going to
I'm
be a
going with
disaster.
Trainer. I'm going with Trainer. They have turned the NFL into a fucking soap opera, bro.
Yeah, it's a
It's
soap
crazy.
opera.
And this is
And
ridiculous.
there's still
Fucking
vacancies.
days of
though.
our lives.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like
What about Joe Brady with Buffalo? I'm surprised about that one
So,
too.
I
I'm not that
wasn't too
surprised.
surprised. I saw them kind of doing this because initially I was like, holy shit, the Bills are going to kind of pull what the Patriots did. They're going to just replace McDermott with something safe, something not like attractive, whatever. And they're going to just go out there and they're going to play next year. And if Brady has success, holy shit, congratulations, Buffalo. And success being that he has to make the Super Bowl. Who the fuck wants that pressure? It's very
Yeah.
similar to what happened in New England. Who the fuck wanted to follow Belichick? Nobody.
And the system stays the same.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So they just put
They're
it
not
together
changing
like
shit.
that. And I was honestly thinking that with Dable signing in Tennessee, that like, all right, maybe he's just kind of in the weights. He has a successful year in Tennessee, and boom, he can shift up. He lives in Buffalo. He's fucking from Western New York. He's the perfect fit. Josh Allen, blah, 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 go on and on and on.
Yeah.
And then I go and read that they signed him to fucking 5 years. I was like, yo, you shitting me? Whole fucking theory's destroyed, dude.
He got his time now.
That way. So much for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's got his time to win a chip up there.
But
So
5
who do you
years,
think? So you guys got a couple.
years, dude.
Everybody gets 5 years though now. I don't know anybody
Yeah,
that's
but like,
getting 3
but
years.
I get that. Like, look, the offense was really good. It was better than it was with Ken Dorsey, right? And you're seeing James Cook progress, right? He wasn't he's now like almost an elite running back at this point, right? That offensive line was fantastic. Josh Allen with no weapons, whatever you want to say. But like, yo, man, how do you fire McDermott to replace him with like this, like a similar guy?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's almost as if it would be the equivalent of, and not even because we didn't have this kind of offensive success or overall team success, but it would be like if we hired Kafka as our head coach and gave him a 5-year deal. Like what? We keep Shade, fire Dable, and fucking and hire Kafka as the head coach. Like, bro, that would be lunacy. Like, I'd be like, no shot, I want that to happen. And look, I'm not saying Brady's Kafka, but like at the same
Yeah,
time,
definitely not.
bro, like I don't know, man.
That looked like they asked Josh Allen, like, "Hey, who do you want, coach? Are you be comfortable with him? Let's run it back, and that's it."
They were also late to the game. Like they didn't even enter the hardball street stage. Like getting out after the wild
Yeah,
card
they couldn't.
and firing McDermott like a day after that. Like
Yeah,
they
but
were late.
they could have got McCarthy.
True.
They could have got Minter, right? Minter didn't
True.
sign.
Yeah, Minter's not official, right? Minter's not official.
I thought he was now, but over the weekend, like he became official over the weekend. They had already
Okay.
lost. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that's my point. Like they had some candidates out there.
Or you still have Clint Kubiak is gonna be
Right. And
available.
that's what everybody thought. They were waiting on them.
Yeah, Clint
And then when
Kubiak, and
Seattle
then
won,
you
it's like,
you
okay,
got the
we're waiting on
Shula
you.
kid. The Shula kid is still gonna be available. He's still gonna be a candidate. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but go to
You got
Vegas
Raiders. You got Raiders still. You got Cards still. And
and the
and the
Browns.
Browns. You got three teams that are still looking. They might
Which means
be.
that Kubiak is going to probably end up in fucking Las Vegas.
You think that'll be the
That's my
move?
guess here. Yeah. He goes to Vegas with
I think
Brady,
Vegas is the most attractive. Is they have the number one
Mendoza,
pick.
number 1 overall pick,
Yeah,
quarterback. You're over there
offensive
in the
mind.
West. He's already been on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like it just fits. It fits, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know who's going to be the Browns coach or the Cardinals coach. That much I can't fucking go on a limb and say.
Watch it be somebody we never even thought of.
Yeah, right. It comes out of the woodwork and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be
another
somebody
Joe
like, wait,
Judge.
who?
Yeah. Who's this guy? We got to start Googling him and shit.
Joe Judge number 2.
Like
Maybe
who are the
Tom.
other? That guy. I guess that guy Phil Anarumo. He's kind of cooled off.
He's
He's done
cool
up.
off. I mean, listen, he could end up in like I could see him in Arizona.
I would have loved him as our DC. Ah,
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Guys don't really jump DC to DC that often.
I like
It's
that.
rare. It's a rare.
What? Flores freaking stayed in Minnesota.
No, it's different. They'll stay with a team. Like Spagnuolo's still with Kansas City. He ain't going nowhere. And dudes won chips with them and shit. You know what I mean?
I thought it was all bullshit when everybody's like Spags to the Giants. I was like, he's not leaving. Where are you going?
I mean, at least not this year.
No, I'm not drinking that juice. No way.
I think Washington got somebody from under the Flores tree the other day. I don't even know his
The
name.
defensive backs coach, I think.
Yeah, he stinks. So the Washington will never be good. They go through coordinators like fucking M&Ms.
That's why. Listen, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm telling you right now. I want to see how the draft unfolds. See what we do in free agency. But bro, there's no way you're not gonna tell me that the Giants can't win this division.
They could be. I mean, that's why Vegas has them over 8.5 wins. They
Yeah, I
know
think
something.
that expectation is
With the
wild.
third round.
I think it's wild. It's
Why?
too early.
Why? Philly's automatically got it again. Dallas is what? Dallas is Dallas.
Yeah, no, those two. We are still looking up at all
Finn,
three of the teams
Finn.
in our division.
Finn, we're going to the Super Bowl next year. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, you guys are wild for that.
I
Like
didn't say the Super
you
Bowl.
guys are setting an unrealistic expectation.
I said to you.
see
I
it.
said, wait.
No,
You
Everybody
year.
keeps saying how
year we gotta
the
win.
Giants next year are going to be this year's like New England Patriots. I'm like, no,
We're
it
Chicago
doesn't always
Bears.
work out like that. Have you seen the injuries we take year in, year out? Have you seen them? Like,
No,
That
all right,
gotta
but
stop.
let me ask you this though: why is the NFC East not a winnable division?
I think because Phillies still has the best roster, if not the top defense in the league.
Yet they can't get an OC to come in the house.
I said defense.
Okay.
They have a top defense, and literally, I think the only guy that they're losing, possibly if they don't pay him, is Jalen Phillips, who they only had for like 6 games. That's the only guy that they're losing, and they have a draft coming in, and that dude Roseman will figure out how to bolster that defense even further. The defense is what scares me from Philly. Okay, 'cause the best linebackers are in the game are on that team. Like
Yeah, but we
ridiculous.
scored against them and we beat them one time last year.
Okay.
One out.
Things happen. Things happen, and it's the NFL. Offensively, their line needs to get healthy because when it's healthy, it's still very good.
Yeah.
When it's healthy. And then, Saquon is getting long in the tooth. Um, I think their problem is really their pass game. Once they figure out their OC, I'm loving this little turmoil they're having with their OC search. But you still gotta respect Philly for what they are, what they've done. This regime has been successful, and until we knock them off for real, I gotta give respect to them. Dallas always drafts well. They're gonna put all their resources. They're gonna re-sign Pickens. They do. Their roster is
When was
good.
the last time they made the playoffs?
Probably
3 years
more
ago?
recent than us.
No, right around the same time.
They
Might be a
what's it
year
called?
off.
Dak had a great year. I don't know if you saw it. Dak had a very good year.
Win again. Win
Their pass
again.
game was good. Their run game, they freaking ran Javante Williams out there, and they were solid. So offensively, they would put up a lot of points.
They always
Defensively, they're
do.
going to put their resources into defense. Quinn Williams didn't do much for them. Like that, that looked like that deal wasn't so great for them. But we'll see. I think Quinn Williams is washed up. Um, they'll put more into their defense, I guess. Schottenheimer, I don't really believe is a good coach, so maybe we were on par with Dallas, or we gotta beat them though. We gotta beat them.
Well,
It's a team we don't
we
beat.
should have swept them last year. We should have.
Yeah. And
Should
then
have swept them. And that
that's the
brings us
team
to
we don't beat.
Washington.
It's been 10 years Dallas beating us, Jules. Let's not forget.
No, I
Just
know, but I'm in the now. I don't care about the past. Fuck it.
but you
I
gotta
fuck
look
the
at
past,
that.
bro. You
And
don't
then
reflect on the
Washington,
past.
whatever you guys want to say about Washington, they had a lot of injuries last year. Like a lot of injuries. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jordan
So
Poole.
So their quarterback was out, and you gotta show them a little bit of respect on that they went to the championship game a year ago. You know what
Yeah,
I
but
mean?
did we call it
So
a fluke on this channel?
we did call it a fluke. You
So
know,
maybe it's a fluke.
so
Wow, that went out the window. Can't be a fluke anymore. Now we don't respect them
but it
again.
could also be a building block because they got a quarterback. You know what I mean? A quarterback that, as much as we
Listen,
don't respect,
it
is
is going to
respected.
be interesting to see what they do in the draft. And again, I have said that multiple times already. Where I said prior to the draft, prior to free agency. But right now, looking at it, going in, it's a winnable division. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think we usurp Philly. You could make an argument with the other two teams. I still think Philly is the class
Well,
of the
they're the
conference.
team to beat, obviously.
They're the class of the conference, I think.
There'll be analysts still putting them in the Super Bowl and picking them to go into the playoffs and
Maybe
winning
not.
easily, winning 12 plus games, blah, 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 blah. We'll see.
We're a 4-win team, really a 2-win team, and you got us winning the division. How
Listen,
many wins, Jules, will it take us to win this division?
10.
Nah, you're going to need at least 11.
Yo, you think we're gonna win 11 games next year? Not looking at the schedule, not looking at
It's
anything.
winnable.
Honestly-
I didn't say we were definitely doing it.
I think we're a wild card team if we're lucky.
Honestly, we're not winning 11 games. It's going to be more like 13, 14 wins.
No, I can't with him. I can't.
You guys are
I
just,
didn't go as far.
you guys are crazy.
Before I look,
Well,
just to
fucking
make
Super
an
Bowl.
early prediction, like Jules, not looking at anything else, no draft, no nothing, not the schedule. I got us somewhere between 7 to 9 wins, and that is a step in the right direction. Like that is fine. I don't know if that's enough to make the playoffs. Probably not. 9 being the
You know what?
season.
Because like outside always changes, outside the conferences, outside the division, outside of everything. Here's an early prediction. What do you have the Giants as their NFC East record? Just
10
the NFC East.
Ooh.
I don't think we're at 500, like you're gonna say.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we're there yet. I think we'll split with Washington. We'll split with Dallas. Maybe we'll split the whole way.
Going 11-6. You heard it here first.
Wait, you said NFC
just
East?
the NFC East.
Just the East
record.
Just the East. So
Oh,
Just the
16.
divisional record.
6-0.
My God.
I see
Crazy.
4. I see 4-2. I see
who are our 2 losses to?
They're gonna probably be both on the road. Maybe I see us probably splitting with Philly. You know what I mean? And then I could see where you drop a division game, a tight game.
So the sweeps are done, you're saying. Nobody sweeps us.
Well, I think we might sweep because how else are we getting to 4-2?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna say again a lot. I need to give this a lot more thought. Depending on where we play them, when we play them. If it's after a Thursday night short week, I'm going to their house. I'm gonna go blindly. I'm gonna say 500. I think somehow we end up splitting with everybody.
All right, 6-0,
And
4
that's
3
being
3. You heard it here first on the BBL-NYG.
All right, listen. There's other stuff to talk to, man. We got plenty of time to talk about Giants going into next year, but let's talk about Bill Belichick getting fucked. I
mm,
mean, first ballot Hall of Famer. You're not going to make a first ballot Hall of Famer. What this it just proves to me like these people that vote, they just had it in for him because you know how Belichick is on to the media in his press conference back in the day. These are people holding grudges for him not giving those great answers. We'd just say, no, I'm moving on to Cleveland, moving on to Arizona, moving on. You know what I mean? That's all it is. That's otherwise, like, what are you doing? They should take it out of these guys' hands because this is ludicrous. You can't not have them not get into the Hall of Fame right off the bat. That's crazy.
I mean, is it true that he said he goes, I won fucking 6 Super Bowls. I don't know what else I had to do. Some shit
I
like
saw
that.
that too.
We got
Yeah.
to win 10. The
I
fuck?
don't know how true that is, but all right, that's pretty dope.
And as offensive coordinator, I mean defensive coordinator for the Giants. I mean, come on, there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy, man. I just want to get him in just based off the Giants.
I mean, at least we could say that fucking Eli didn't get like like this or anything either now because fucking you got Bill Belichick not getting in on the first ballot.
It's
So
a
like,
joke.
yeah, if anything, he would have gotten in over Eli.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, I don't get. I honestly thought the whole thing was a joke to begin with, but
I think you're right, Jules. It's turned into the WWE because then we got like Pro Bowl guys like Sanders like going to the Pro Bowl. Like I thought it was an April Fool's joke. I had to check what month it was.
like
I'm
I
like, you
don't get
kidding me?
how he got in. I'm still like it still doesn't sink. It's still not making any sense to me. How?
People just don't want to go there. That's probably what it was. Like Josh Allen, he's done with going to Hawaii and shit like that. Like these guys don't want to fucking go there, probably. You know what I
Okay,
mean? It's like it's probably that. It's like I'd rather go with my hot ass wife on another vacation in fucking Cabo.
look, I get it. Injury plagued season for Lamar. Patrick Mahomes got hurt towards the end. Joe Burrow made a nice run, but was hurt for most of the season. So I get it. Some of your top AFC quarterbacks aren't involved. But what? Trevor Lawrence didn't want to go? Wouldn't that have been his first Pro Bowl?
I don't get it.
Like, I don't get where like you just pick Sanders out of the fucking like what they just fucking put names in a hat and they pulled it out. And, oh,
Daniel Jones.
Shador
Right.
Sanders, let's do it. You're in, sir. Like what the like? I just don't understand it. Like there's nothing that makes sense about it.
You know what it is? It's ratings, Jules. It's got to be something for ratings, right? It has
No,
to
but his
be.
numbers are dog shit. He literally had more
People watch.
than he had touchdowns.
People watch him in the Pro Bowl throw ducks, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's
Well, wait a
amazing."
second though. Wait a second. Because I'm thinking. Think of Jones is hurt. Trevor Lawrence is a good argument. Has Trevor? Who the guys ahead of him?
Justin
Shador
Herbert.
Sanders.
No, who's ahead of Shador right now? Shador is like an alternate, right?
No, well, I guess he's an alternate, but dude, like
Drake May's ahead of him. Bo Nix is ahead of him.
yeah, but like
He
all right, so
can't
Drake
go.
May's in the Super Bowl, so he can't go.
Right.
All
So
right.
take him
Bo
out.
Nix,
Take
Bo
him
Nix
off.
is Bo Nix is also hurt, so he
Right. Daniel Jones is hurt. He had about a year. He's
he
hurt.
can't play either.
Think
Justin
about
Herbert.
Raiders had Geno Smith. Take him off. Mahomes is hurt. Take him off.
Right.
Herbert. Take
There
him
was
off.
nobody in
Burrow
the
is healthy. You
except
can
for
make an
Josh
argument about Burrow. Lamar is healthy. You can make an argument
for Herbert.
Still got his hand right. He's fucked up with his wrist.
The Jets have nobody. May is in the Super Bowl, so take him off. Like who's left? Like think about it. You make a good argument with Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow.
They should have thrown Dylan Gabriel in there.
I doubt
threw him
Aaron
over-
Rodgers is not even thought of, even though Aaron Rodgers had a better year than
Yeah.
Shador.
So the original selections is Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Drake May. And when
Makes
Drake May
sense.
made the Super Bowl, somehow, some way, Shador Sanders jumped fucking Trevor Lawrence. Don't get
Yeah,
it.
that's weird. Trevor Lawrence had a good year.
Bro, and I'm
Good
pretty
year.
sure CJ Stroud had a better year offensively
Oh,
than Shador
ugh,
Sanders.
ugh.
Right. Let's go there, though.
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure his numbers are better than fucking Shador Sanders.
Right.
Like, dude, they honestly did this for a name. That's it. They just wanted some kind of name recognition to go in there. Oh, his dad will be there. He'll be running around on the sideline. It's Sanders. He's got a chip on his shoulder. So if he looks good playing flag football, that means he's got to be great in the NFL.
Could be an NFL give back to what happened at the blacklisting of his draft night. Could be some sort of give back. I don't really get it either.
Dude, nothing makes sense. Like Jackson Dart's numbers are way better than Shador Sanders in every fucking asset of the football.
They should stop
Rushing
making it.
yards, rushing TDs to interceptions,
How
completion,
about Cam Ward?
yards.
How about
Yeah.
Cam Ward?
Yeah, right.
I even Cam Ward. Let's
Stop
stay in
making
the AFC.
stop making an AFC NFC. Just have like the right guys, I guess, go forward. Like, I mean, you can make an argument with playoffs too. Like, have the best team to get rid of the whole NFC AFC, but I don't know. It's hard to do.
Can I make a
With
quick
that.
comment about Belichick? A couple of things that
No.
come to mind. Um, well, how did Belichick how is he eligible? Isn't he still coaching and he don't have to wait the 5 years or so?
Coaching don't.
No?
Coaches don't. No.
All right. Second thing that came to mind about it is that what I read is that Spygate and Deflategate came up
Oh God.
when they were deliberating. But it's like
Oh,
I think
God.
it's kind of messed up that you let Brady walk in, and I know it's a quarterback or whatever, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
pin. I also heard that Kraft is up for Hall of Fame. So I don't know if that politicking has anything to do with it. So he might get in, before Belichick. I don't know. It's disrespectful
They're
to
jealous.
Belichick.
They're jealous because he goes out with
Yeah.
a cheerleader.
Yeah, but like that shouldn't even like be part of it. You know what I mean? That should not be part of it. But I don't know. The one positive I could take from this about Belichick is hopefully my boy Coughlin gets it. I have Coughlin over Belichick. Give me Coughlin. I want Coughlin in. I want Eli in. I want them in together.
Oh,
I
that'd
want
be
them in
great.
the same year. We're going to Canton. I'm telling you right now, I'm going. Eli gets in. I'm going to Canton,
Oh,
and it
dude.
would be an
Oh, him
even
and
better
Coughlin.
weekend. It would be a better week if Coughlin is going in with Eli.
That'd be
Oh my
great.
God.
Holding hands, they walk up to the
Yo,
fucking holding hands.
like crying and hugging. I can only
Oh yeah.
imagine the scene.
He made
Like,
Eli cry in his press conference. Like, it's
I,
not your fault, Eli.
yo,
It's not your fault. He did
dude,
the
it was the
fucking
most
whole
beautiful Goodwill Hunting real
oh,
life moment we ever experienced as Giant
yo,
fans.
like a soap opera, straight out the movies. This
Yo,
NFL.
Coughlin like a G, and then he walked off, didn't even shake Barry's hand. You know what I
Yo,
mean? Like a
in the
G.
AI version, he punches him. You ever see that one? He's
I
like,
saw that.
bang! I'm fucking
Yo,
rock on
Coughlin
that.
was
Like,
looked at Eli. Eli was fucking in tears. He was like, "Don't worry about it, Eli, buddy.
Eli was
This
trying
ain't
to hold
on you.
back
This is on
Coughlin.
me. This ain't on you. It's that piece of shit Odell's fault." Where people are
Oh,
actually calling for Odell to come back. Are you fucking kidding me?
dude, that's
Yeah,
fake.
that's
No,
people.
that's fake news, Ben. The guy that
Yeah,
said it on the Twitter, and he does all that shit to egg people on, and then other people started falling for it, which I
Oh,
just
I fell for it.
oh, dude, hilarious. Yeah, hook, line, and sinker is fucking funny, man. But
Oh,
yeah, I tell you, and then it brings us to the point where, like, you know, how Geno Smith just takes over Eli's fucking record. They put him in, and now this is a lead into the playoff games. It's funny. Seattle gets rid of fucking Geno. Who do they take? Sam Darnold to replace him. Now they're going to the fucking Super Bowl. Sam Darnold. So I'm rooting for Sam Darnold now because the Jets, just because of the Jets, they just fuck everything up. And it's just so hilarious that he's going to go and win a Super Bowl, and the Jet fans are just going to be like, what are we doing here as an organization? But I know Jules wants to talk about his lovely. We'll talk about Seattle first. Jules is loving the Seahawks this year. That's his bet to win the Super Bowl. Congratulations, Jules. I know you want some money on that game.
sure as hell did. And I
Do
went
you
2 for
remember?
2. So wait, I had actually 2 perfect fucking playoff weekends just sandwiched in between one horrible one. You take away the one horrible one, I'll fucking playoff Jules and I'm back. All
Yeah.
right, that's how
just
it is.
take one out. Just take that one weekend
Take
out.
that one
Right,
week
right.
out, bro.
Like it doesn't exist.
You know what? I got off the sauce and stopped believing in the fairy tale that we call the NFL and fucking how it's the WWE 2.0. And you know, just like went with my heart a little bit. Then I came back to my senses and said, "There's no fucking way that Matt Stafford and the Rams are going back there. Just not happening."
You were sweating it. That one drive, they're down 4. They're going up 4 on 4th down. That defense backed up 9. I was shocked at that. They were all climbing the line and they backed up on that 4th down. What a great defensive fucking play, man. Terrific.
Absolutely.
I had him plus 4.5, so it didn't matter to me.
I wish Puka didn't get that knee down, and if he stepped out, I think Matt was laser sharp on Sunday.
He was on
Stafford
point.
had a fucking game.
He really did.
60 degrees out. He was a little matty bitch.
That's perfect.
It's the one place that the storm didn't hit. It was the
I
one
know.
place.
Yeah, right.
If
And the
you
whole
had all the
country.
places you could have played in the country, fucking Seattle was the place to play.
Right. And that's like the closest to Canada, ain't it? Like, it's like right there.
Technically,
But I tell you, like that game was fucking terrific to watch,
Game
man.
was awesome. The
Back
game
and
was
forth, up
awesome.
and down. And I tell you, the play of the game was Cooper Kupp getting that third down. But now people are saying, especially Buffalo, like, oh, he went down, he didn't control the ball, he didn't have fucking the ball for the after he hit the ground. And I'm like, looking at the play when I seen it right away, I'm like, oh, that's an incomplete pass. I'm like, he didn't get it. Then they called it a catch. I was surprised. I don't know what
But
a
how
what a
about
catch is anymore.
yeah,
Sean
I'm in Jersey.
McVay?
I don't know what a catch is anymore. It's a great point.
How about
Crazy.
Sean McVay and Sean Payton, two well-respected coach, two very good coaches, making horrific mistakes, not taking
Terrible.
points. The two
Yeah.
of them really cost their teams possibly the game for both of them. I think Sean Payton obviously was
Especially Payton.
worse,
Yeah, especially Payton.
but yeah, but like because you're going to get you have Stidham, you know what I mean? And I was like, you could have made fucking like May, who's been playing like shit this whole playoff. Like you
Yeah.
put in their hands, you guys beat me now, beat my
Yeah.
defense. You know what I mean?
It still should
And
be
it's like
10-10. It should be
yeah, it's
10-10
like
right
I don't
now.
know. They say analytics. I don't know. I feel like it's just stupid. These are like McVay is more of a conservative style coach. Like he don't usually do that sort of stuff. I felt like it was a big mistake, cost them. And what I tell you guys, what's going to take the Rams out would be that stupid special teams that they got going on. I called it. I was like, the only way the Rams are going to lose this game is special
Yeah.
teams going to fuck them somehow, and it did. You know.
Yeah, it really sucks, man. You gotta take points when there is. Like you talk about the Denver game. When he didn't take it, was like 4th and 1, he ran for it. I actually thought they should have challenged it. I thought he actually got the first down when it was 4th and 1 when Stidham ran with Stiddy. And instead of kicking the field goal, you go up 10-0 right there and you don't take the points. I was like, what are you doing? It's 4th and 1, kick the field goal. And then all of a sudden the weather comes in. The second half was a fucking disaster. I was
Yeah.
hammering the under, by the way. I made a good amount of money this week. I'll tell you after the show. But I kept hammering the under. Snow was coming. It should be a 10-10 game, and you win on defense. Like, you're right. Like, New England wasn't doing anything with the ball, man. Like, Denver's defense was all over them. They couldn't run either, could Denver, but great defensive game. I really wanted Denver to win outright. It would have been nice to see that in the Super Bowl, but it didn't happen.
Two things to that, right? If you want to play the analytics change in the playoffs. They just do. It's a different vibe, a different feel. There's more pressure. Every fucking play counts. You know what I mean? And during the regular season, over a 17-game season, yeah, you lose a fucking game. Sure, it hurts, but you can recover from it. You know what I mean? You can go on a 3-game, 4-game run and fucking 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row. And all of a sudden that 1-game blunder means absolutely nothing. Or that's the fucking key that gives you that momentum that kicks off that fucking run. So, like the analytics there, they go out the window in the playoffs. And I think a lot of these coaches, they rely on that shit too much nowadays. And it should just fucking be forgotten about. And the other thing to that is you're in, like Trainer said about 15 times, bro, it's a defensive game. New England's not blowing the doors off. You're not going against the fucking Rams or the Bills, even for that matter, where it's like, fuck, Josh Allen come down and score a touchdown anytime. I got to fucking go more points here instead of going up with the field goal or tying, whatever. Instead of it being like, no, this is a defensive game. Fucking 2 points can make a difference in this game. Like, I want any points I can get at any time. And it's like, how do you forget that, man? You won a Super Bowl, bro. Like, I don't know. That was the game there from them winning.
Yeah, I agree. I think it hurt Sean Payton more, obviously, but even McVay, it was surprising to me. I'm like, fuck, like you gotta take points here at a certain point. And that game was close with the Rams and Seattle. I don't know. I think we're in for a boring Super Bowl. These are two teams that I would have never have picked at the beginning of the year. I don't know if you guys would have picked them at the beginning of the year. Seattle, you would have picked at the beginning. I would not with Sam Darnold. I would never have saw it. I would never have thunk it to get them. You know what helped them is the number one seed. The number one seed, that game that they played against the Rams with the botched 2-point conversion, like that was huge for them because they had to play at their house, and they've been healthy, they've been strong. Darnold had a really good game. I got tip my cap off to Darnold. To me, very likable. I'm with Trainer. I think Darnold should win. It's gotta suck to be a Jet fan because A, you got New England on one side, who is bad. 2 years post
Man.
Brady Belichick. It's like unbelievable. They're
Right.
already back, and then you could look at the other sides. The kid you drafted, the kid that you made a decision to let go so you could draft another bust in Zach Wilson. For this dude to come back, go through like Carolina, San Francisco bench to somehow make it to Minnesota, win 14 games. It really is a beautiful story for Sam Darnold. He's a good kid. He's a professional. You guys remember the game that Belichick made him see ghosts on
Yeah.
that Monday night?
Monday night, yeah.
Like Darnold he was a kid. He was 20 years old when he got
Yeah,
drafted.
he was super young when he came in the league.
With not enough reps. And I wanted Darnold for the Giants in the Saquon draft. I was like, Darnold, Darnold, Darnold. No, we took Saquon. And Darnold now is going to the Super Bowl. He's the first USC quarterback to reach the Super Bowl, which is amazing. And now, I hope he wins. Seattle has never bothered me.
Yeah.
The whole Legion of Boom thing. I like the 12th man. New England bothers me because it's always fuck Boston. Always. So, Vrabel's good. People are starting to compare him to Parcells. Not Belichick, Parcells. And then, I like this coach out of Seattle. I like the way Seattle's built. It's not the team I've rooted for at all this year, but I like them. I like their jerseys.
They're a good team.
Yeah, I would have rather the Rams. The Rams were my pick. They were my preseason pick. I thought the Rams had everything. Everything was going for them, and they just, they fell short because I think they were on the road.
Yeah, the Devontae Adams curse.
It could be that 0-5. I see that.
Devontae Adams. You heard it here first.
Yeah, poor guy.
I have to coin that copyright before someone steals it.
Well, Seattle's actually they're -4.5 going into the Super Bowl.
Watch New England win.
What do you guys like? I'm loading up on Seattle.
And fucking shame on the AFC. All right, fucking shame on the AFC. Your conference sucks. Okay, you've had two fucking
that was the Super Bowl,
with
Seattle.
the exception of one fluke fucking Bengals over the last how many fucking years in the Super Bowl. Shame on you. Shame on AFC. Shame on AFC fans. Shame on that whole conference. It's a bunch of garbage. All right.
But even, Jules,
Buffalo's in it, Jules. Buffalo's in there, Jules. You're saying that about Buffalo too, right?
Yeah,
now.
fuck it. Then fuck them, but Joe Brady.
But do you guys remember when we were kids? The NFC was always the superior conference. There were fucking teams in the NFC. AFC had always better quarterbacks, but the NFC had the better teams. Think about the Niners in the 80s, the 85 Bears, the Giants in the mid to late 80s.
Yeah, but are we gonna just throw out the whole fucking Patriots run with Tom Brady?
No, what you just said. You just said
you had Rich Gannon with the Raiders. That's who Brady had to beat out to get to these Super Bowls. The Raiders were in.
Steelers.
I'm talking about the fucking tuck rule.
Do you remember the Green Bay Packers in the 90s? Do you remember
the Niners
in the 90s?
How many Super Bowls did the Green Bay Packers win?
Well, they won one with Favre and they won one with Rodgers later on.
Okay. All right. Well, yay.
Recently.
How many did the Raiders win?
They won the one. With Gruden.
No, they didn't.
Well, Gruden. Yeah, Gruden was with the Raiders, took them to the Super Bowl, lost.
Yeah. They won none. They won none. That's what they won. Yeah. None. Good point, though.
Listen, but I'm saying, but they were there. No. So we weren't talking about Super Bowl championships. We were talking about the same teams making it.
No, I'm talking about Super Bowl champions. The NFC has always been a better conference historically in my lifetime.
I mean, but bro, we watched the Patriots win 6.
We watched the Bills go 4 times in a row.
We watched the Ravens win 2, right? We watched. Trying to think now because
Colts, Pittsburgh.
We watched Pittsburgh win a couple, right?
Colts won a couple.
Colts won with right? They won one.
One with Manning, one with Denver.
One with Manning.
No, Denver. I'm talking about 80s, 90s when we were kids.
Denver won 3.
80s and 90s when we were kids. I just remember those Green Bay, San Fran, Dallas teams, the Dallas dynasty. Those teams were, MC was crazy when we were young.
Yeah, right. 80s and 90s, yes. 80s and 90s.
That's what I'm talking about, 80s and 90s.
Yeah, but that's fucking 100 years ago. I'm talking about the last 25 years.
That's crazy to even say.
Like the modern era of football, it hasn't necessarily been like that.
There's more parity now with salary cap.
A lot
Yeah,
of
and it's flag football now too. So
well,
Yeah.
that's
a lot of
listen,
like,
there's a lot of that.
More parity.
It's a whole different thing.
I
Yeah.
think even I could comfortably say overall, the NFC's always been a stronger conference.
It's
Just
tougher.
agree. Just agree. Just say, yeah, you're right.
I
He
agree
wants to
to a
argue
certain
with you,
extent.
man.
He
Let
Well,
won't
him
give it
argue.
up.
He
He's
can't.
well,
stuck
how
on
funny
Josh
is it?
Allen, who's never kissed a Super Bowl, who's never
Hold
even
on,
come
but
close.
we fucking had a deal with the fucking Kansas City Chiefs and Kermit the Frog for how many fucking consistent years?
They won three.
But how many years they were in it? With the one blip that they blew up the
His whole
fucking Bengals,
entire career, yeah.
For real.
basically, right? And then we're finally like, fuck yeah, no KC this year. But man, who comes back? The fucking Patriots. Fuck you, AFC.
I
Fuck
know.
you.
It's a joke.
They
I hate it.
walked. They walked into
It
this
was a
Super
that's
Bowl.
it was a cakewalk. That's why I'm taking Seattle heavy. I'm gonna actually make Seattle like -9.5. I'm gonna take that bet too, man. I think that Super Bowl's not gonna be close. I think it might be a blowout. Even though New England has never lost a game this year by more than 7 points, which is crazy.
But they didn't
Think
play
about that.
anybody.
But
They
that's what
played
I'm saying. They
nobody.
haven't played anybody.
They
So now
also
this is
they
the first time
also
it's gonna happen.
they also played 11 teams this year that fired their head coach.
That's a crazy stat.
I mean, granted, Miami counts for 2 of those 11 games, but still. All right.
That is
And
wild,
so
man.
does
They did.
Buffalo technically, and so does Buffalo technically. So that's
Yeah.
4 of their games, but still,
It is a
11
cakewalk.
games against head coaches that got fired.
Dude, cakewalk and May not playing that great. I tell you, even though New England's defense did look pretty good in the fucking playoffs. I tell you
Their
that.
defense is legit. They definitely have a legit defense.
They went against Jared Stidham.
And they
No, but
got
I'm saying,
they got
you know,
Stroud at home who fucking couldn't keep
He
the
Yeah.
fucking
sucks too, dude.
couldn't
It's
keep
been
the
a
ball
cakewalk.
on his side of
It's
the fucking
been a
field.
cakewalk.
all
It's
right.
been a
So who
cakewalk.
do you guys like? Seattle -4.5. Who do you
I'll
like?
take Seattle.
easy.
Yeah,
Seattle, 100%.
everybody's on Seattle, right? So now the
But
NFL is going to fix shit and they're going to make them win by
yeah.
4. You know what I mean? Unless you tease it down, it's going to be some stupid shit like that, right? Can we see
Now
that
they said
happening?
Levi Stadium is supposed to be cold. The
Oh yeah.
early weather reports are saying like by
Oh look,
game
and
time.
Seattle always plays there every year. That's another thing
Right.
too.
Yeah, so they said it's supposed to be cold. Should again, New England could play in the cold, and they got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The cold ain't gonna do much.
Yeah.
I think Trent is right. I think they're gonna keep it closer than it has to be. And that's why I think I need to, in real actual betting, buy Seattle at 2.5 just to be on the safe side. And it could be a waste of money and vague space. I don't know. But I feel more comfortable at 2.5 because I can see the NFL with all this bullshit, all the hype, all the nonsense going on. I can see Seattle's going up. I can see them going up to like maybe 5.5 before kickoff and shit.
Who's the MVP? Who's your MVP?
Sam Darnold.
You think so? I guess they got to
It's
go
always
quarterback,
quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Unless Kenny Skywalker gets like 3 touchdowns.
I'm gonna
You
go
gotta give it to him.
JSN. I'm gonna go JSN.
It's been a while since a receiver. If he
To
like we
pass,
see, if
that's
you look
tough.
at the game they just had, it would go to Sam. Sam will get it. There's no question. If you know what I mean, like it's going to be tough for Jackson Smith to win it. That'd be. I mean, you'll probably get decent odds on it.
Yeah,
Who was it
get
the
him at
last
like
one?
8-1,
Edelman? Was
9-1.
Edelman the last receiver to get it? Edelman got it, right? Did
I don't
Edelman
even.
get it for
I
1
don't even
year?
remember.
Yeah, like that's tough. Like you know what you're more likely to see. You're more likely to see a defensive player get it.
I think Tom Brady won it. And he just decided to give it at him, and he's like, "Yeah, you take it. I got enough of these." TB12, baby. Who do you?
Did he win like almost everyone?
Dude, it was something
I
like
thought
that.
Edelman got one.
He
Oh,
might
no.
have.
So believe it or not, Cooper Kupp is the last one to win as a wide receiver. He got it in 2022.
Oh,
There you go.
he had a monster.
Wow, Stafford didn't get it, huh?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
No, remember
I'm
that
reading
year?
right now. I'm like, really?
That
And
year, that Super Bowl?
Odell did good until he got hurt.
Yeah, he did. But Cooper he fucking lit it up, right?
Well, that was the year where he was
He
like
just
triple crown,
everything,
right? Wasn't he
everything.
a triple crown winner that year?
My man had everything. He looks like Jake
Yeah, he
Paul
was
without his
triple
fucking
crown
helmet.
in 2022.
You ever see Cooper Cup with his helmet off? He looks like Jake Paul.
Jules, did Edelman ever get it? I thought he got one.
Let's see. Yeah, Edelman and Edelman was literally a couple of seasons right before. So he won in 2019, and then Cup won in 2022.
So it can happen with receiver. It can.
But then
When was the last running back to do it? Well, let's guess it.
Jerome
You got
Bettis.
it.
Jerome
Let's guess
Bettis.
it. No
I got
way.
Jerome
Wait,
Bettis.
wait. Well, there was definitely a couple of wide receivers in the 2000s that won.
All right, let's guess some. Let's guess some.
The wide receivers?
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. Think fucking Pittsburgh.
Heinz Ward.
Ward.
Heinz Ward was one in 2006.
That was easy.
Santonio Holmes?
Yes.
No. Yeah?
Really? Oh, with
That
that
catch.
big catch.
2009. Way to go. That
Right,
was
against
cool.
Arizona.
Yeah.
And then the last guy.
I would have gave it to Harrison with that 100-yard run back in that game. That was ridiculous. He should have got MVP. Yeah, the running back, I'm going to say Jerome Bettis. I'm going to go with Steelers again.
No, running back, I would think.
The bus.
Not Lynch.
Oh, man. Lynch would have been a
Running
good
back.
pick. Especially if they gave
Let
the
me think
ball.
of New England. Maybe New England running back. Was it the fuck was the guy that had the 3 touchdowns in the Seattle game?
Yeah, you guys aren't even sniffing the water.
Oh, hold on.
Like you're that fucking far off. It's like ridiculous.
Is it far back in time?
Yeah, I mean, no, but like the hint I'll give is it falls into the era of the great fucking NFC teams. Except the last guy to do it wasn't in the NFC.
Was it in the NFC?
Was not in the NFC.
Marshall Faulk.
I want to
He was in
say,
the NFC. Oh, when he was with the Colts, he didn't go to the Super Bowl.
No.
who's that Denver running back?
Terrell Davis.
Ding ding ding.
There we
ding,
go.
Ding, ding,
That's
ding.
it.
Good one.
Well, Elway won
I
the
couldn't
first
remember
one.
his name.
Elway won the first one, or they flip flop. Elway won one, he won the other. And before him, everyone knows who the guy is.
Jeff George.
Emmett Smith.
There you go. and the guy before Emmett
I don't
Smith,
know why Jeff George came on mind.
the clue I'll give is a Super Bowl team that won if it would have been similar to Stidman making it.
Otis Anderson.
Yep. Good job.
Wow.
Oh, look at this guy. You cheating over there?
Man.
I just know my 80s and 90s football.
Otis Anderson. Then you got to go back, Marcus Allen, and then fucking John Riggins and Frank Harris and shit like that. So Franco Harris and shit.
All right, so it's possible that
No, but look, think about that.
everything else is quarterback.
Is that's like 90? That's like in the 90s, dude. Like for
what I'm saying is I think a wide receiver has a bigger shot at getting their running back.
I would say this year because New England's run defense is pretty impressive. It's going to be hard for Kenny Skywalker to get in the end zone.
I don't know which one of you guys said it. Maybe a defensive guy might end up if they get a couple sacks. Maybe
my thing is if it turns into one of those kind of games, 100%. What is it? Cam Chandler, somebody does a big fucking play or some shit, and they got a few guys over there in Seattle for sure.
Right on special teams, Desmond Howard.
Greenlaw, right? Greenlaw's on Seattle.
Greenlaw just came out and said that with Shanahan, it was much. I guess it wasn't as hard as it is with this fucking coach now. Some shit like that. I don't know. Something like that. I forget what it was. Something about comparing like how hardcore this is.
Oh shit!
I hear Juwan Jennings to the Giants. You guys interested?
Really?
What?
I hear it's a possibility for a free agent signing.
Just
Wow.
I'm not a big fan.
I
because
always
he doesn't
liked
stay
him.
healthy.
I like him actually.
I like his height.
I like Juwan Jennings.
I like his height. He can't run a route for nothing, but I like the height.
Well, look at little Jordan Humphrey fucking catching balls in Denver. We got rid of his ass.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. That's Joe Shane.
Yeah.
That's why Harbaugh don't like him. He's like, got rid of little Jordan Humphrey. Now I'm gonna talk to Mara about this. But I don't know, like Seattle, like who do you guys like to get touchdowns? Anytime touchdown scorer for Seattle or New England in the Super Bowl.
Oh, Smith. No, Jackson Smith. No doubt.
I like JSN and I like
Yeah.
Walker.
You
Walker
like
will
those?
run one touchdown in definitely.
All right, so I have those two, and on the other side of the ball, I got Hunter Henry getting a touchdown,
Hunter.
I like a dark horse, Drake May,
running in, huh?
running it in. Yep. Whether it could be a sneak, they get down to the goal line, he sneaks it in.
You guys don't like any of the running backs there?
It's
Only-
tough. They flip flop. They
Yeah,
they
it
don't
is.
play.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
who
think
the fuck's gonna play?
Henderson fell off. He was running the ball like earlier.
Yeah, Rabel's been very weird with the running backs all year.
Yeah, it's so hard to call. Do I think one of them scores? Yeah. Which
Right.
one?
Yeah,
He
one.
keeps
He keeps them out of rhythm too, you know.
Yeah, a little bit.
You think?
I think you know what it is. I think he's a little old school in the fact that he doesn't want to trust a rookie running back as much as he should with Travion Henderson.
Well,
Yeah,
Henderson,
yeah.
That's
he
part
had a
of what
share
it
of
is.
fumbles. He's had his share
He's
of
got his
fumbles.
share, but so has Stevenson. Stevenson almost fumbled the job away earlier in the season. He had that one game. We had 3 in one game, and then he still trusted him.
Well, maybe Henderson's pass blocking is not so good. Maybe he can't
Again,
pick
like
up
I
a
said,
block.
Vrabel's he's an old school coach. He's an old school guy, old school thinking, a lot of it.
But he also bell cowed Henry, though. He bell cowed him.
Yeah, but you talk about Derrick Henry, who was already King
I
Henry at the
know.
time. You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying? Like, yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm talking about like the old school mentality is that you just don't trust a rookie running back
Let me
this
think.
much. Where you hand them like now next year, fantasy sleeper here. Yeah, I'll take Henderson in the fucking third round without question.
To answer your question, give me Butte for the touchdown.
Wow,
Booty!
he's up there. He's like plus over 1,000, I think.
Give me Butte. That guy,
That's a good
little
one.
separation. That guy can get it. He can bring the ball down.
What about Diggs? Is Diggs up there?
Diggs was up there too. He was in I think he was plus like 1,100.
Because I don't think he scored a touchdown the whole playoff.
I think this is like first. I'll check. I'll double check right now. I think that's like first touchdown score.
Who's considered the number one on the depth chart there?
So anytime touchdowns? Are we talking? Oh, you mean wide receiver for New England?
Yeah, wide receiver one.
Pretty sure it's Diggs.
It's gotta be Diggs, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Like I was looking at first TD. All right, anytime TD, Kenneth Walker minus 179. So they
I would
really
definitely
got
take
him.
He's the
that.
favorite.
Yeah, Jackson Smith is minus 107. Then it goes Stevenson. He's plus 149. Barner plus 235. Hunter Henry plus 220. Cooper Kupp plus 255.
Wow.
Diggs is plus 240, but Diggs to score the first touchdown is plus 1,400. That's a little bit interesting right there. I don't know. Something about that. Booty, the first touchdown is plus 1,750. And anytime is plus 305. That's not bad, man.
So Booty's up there, but
Hey,
3 to
he is
1 on
up
your
there.
money is not bad.
And I'll tell you the parlay I got with anytime touchdown scores. I got this going on. So I got player to score a touchdown is Hunter Henry and Jackson Smith. And the first touchdown scorer of the game has to be Kenneth Walker. And that's a $250 bet to win 10,000 right there. So I got a free bet I had to use. So I put that in on the Super Bowl. And I also you could take the boxes and you could pick the numbers like 4 and 4, 4 and 7. I took 8 and 3, Seattle 8 and New England 3.
That's for the final.
13.
That's for the final.
For the final, yeah. Something about those numbers I like, actually. Like I said, I think Seattle kind of like blows them out. Although I can see the NFL doing some script shit. You gotta watch out for that, man.
Shit.
You know, Seattle should blow them out. I mean, we all watch the playoff games; they should. But we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anything else for the Super Bowl before we get out of here?
Seattle minus 2.5.
Yeah. Buy the points, take it down, bet Seattle. I can see where you're going with that.
That's what I think I'm doing. It's all in. Fuck it. Maybe I'll save a couple bucks for some prop bets.
You guys excited for the halftime show?
Nope. No comment.
Bro, hold up. To be fair,
Hopefully, I take a big dump for the next 10 minutes during halftime. That'd be a lot more fun.
I can't tell you the last halftime show I was ever excited about for the NFL. I could care less. I'm usually
Creed.
I've been drinking for like
one.
4 or 5 hours at that point. All right. It's usually hot wherever you are. And what I want to do is get outside for like 5-10 minutes, wake the fuck up. Like, okay. All right, I'm awake again.
I
you know
like
what I'm saying? Have a drink.
I respect
outside.
that. I respect
You'll
everything
Come
you
back in.
said.
It's like, okay, let's start the third quarter.
I like that too, but like one of the best halftime shows besides Creed for me had to be like what I was most excited about when like Dre, Snoop, Eminem came out. I thought that was that's pretty dope. I like that one. And then of course like Justin Timberlake just, take it off fucking
Was outside.
Doing crazy shit.
I came back in and had to hear about it. I was like, what?
Yeah. All of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, titties are out on the fucking Super Bowl on TV. And that was before like high def. I was like, God damn. Could it be high def?
Wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, right. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's all like I said, that shit is all whatever.
Timberlake's a rapist.
And like half the time they do a 1-2 songs. Maybe it's a cool special guest appearance from somebody. I watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
You make a lot of sense, Jules. You make a lot of sense there.
Bro, you see me at a bar and like I'm at one of these Super Bowl parties. I'm outside during that shit.
What about commercials, Jules? You like any of the commercials that do you get hyped
I
up for the
used to
commercials?
love the commercials. All right, that used to be my thing. I used to like they need to bring back Bud Bowl. I know that
Oh
it
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
Bubbles, cool.
I know that shit was like a predicted outcome and score or whatever, but they would always do something fucking crazy and funny.
Yeah,
That I used to be glued to the TV for. Bud
They
Bowl.
used to do the Clydesdales, I remember.
they still do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we
They
still
still
do
do
the
those.
Clydesdale. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bud commercials were great.
Yeah.
Now everything got like a little bit PC. A lot of
The
commercials.
what the
They can't
what's
do a lot
up?
of
Was
shit
that
anymore.
Bud? When they were like,
Yeah.
"What's up?" Is
What is
that Bud?
that? Yeah,
That's
that.
Bud too. Yeah,
The
that was
frogs.
hilarious.
That's when the
Bud.
shit was dope.
Remember
Like
the
now
I
they
frogs?
like
start.
I like the sodas, Pepsi and Coke, how they used to battle each other. They would,
Oh
like
yeah, that
make
was
fun.
pretty good.
That was always cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doritos used to have some really good ones back in the day.
Yeah.
And then they started doing this shit where they start doing the commercials in the fucking wild card round. And it's like, oh,
yeah,
part one of 17. Oh, wait till coming soon.
Yeah,
yeah.
it took away from
Yeah. And now with all the internet and people have no patience to wait for fucking anything
so they
type
leak it
Yeah,
out.
everything
Yeah,
got
they
leaked.
ruined it all.
everywhere.
They really
And
did.
it's like, whatever, who cares? They ruined it. They always know how to ruin a good thing.
My prediction for a really good Super Bowl commercial is going to be last episode of Stranger Things going to happen after the Super Bowl
Here we
Sunday
go.
night.
Here we
Watch it,
go.
bang! Episode 9 coming.
Or if they leak, like if they make a commercial and it's like you think it's fucking the preview for this like lost episode, and then they just cut to selling like Doritos or some shit.
They might make fun of it.
You
Yeah.
know, like I still
They might
haven't
be-
watched the SNL skit on it, but I hear.
Or that guy dancing, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you die. Just show him,
Yeah,
man. Those brothers, yeah, they could do some crazy shit like that. Never
that
know.
would be fun.
How crazy would that be though if they did come out with an episode? Like, oh my god, I'd lose my shit. I'm like, yo, can the Super Bowl end already so I can watch Stranger Things? All right, guys. So yeah, I think we all got Seattle. So yeah,
Let's
Unfortunately,
go, Sam Darnold.
Sam
Hey,
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
you
Let's
guys were all
go.
sleeping on Sammy D the whole playoffs. Not me,
First
bro. Not me.
ginger to win the Super Bowl.
Let's go. All right, guys. We'll see you guys the week after the Super Bowl. We'll be back to talk about it. Peace.
Go blue.